asking for your grace as we continue to do this.
I mean, paramount through all of this, Savannah and her family are our top priority. In addition to that, there is also a job to do.
The county sheriff's department says the suspect's clothes may have been purchased from Walmart, but they're not exclusively available at that store.
I just want to say this whole thing's breaking my heart. I've been like wandering around going like, where do you go?
Because we're in your family, we're here.
And and I picture Savannah sitting there.
Savannah Guthrie shares a new message for hope as a piece of evidence found near the scene of her mother's disappearance could provide some answers.
Everybody's hoping and praying for Nancy's safe return.
You will not believe what unfolded live on national television. In the middle of the Today Show, cameras captured a moment that left millions shocked. Hoda Kotb, one of America's most beloved hosts, suddenly grabbed by FBI agents. Crew members screamed. The audience froze. Hoda's face went pale as if the world had just turned upside down. What could possibly have led to this horrifying moment? Why was Hoda, known for her warmth and charm, suddenly accused of being linked to the chilling kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie? According to sources inside NBC, this was not a random raid. Law enforcement had been tracking Hoda for weeks, piecing together alleged connections to Nancy's mysterious disappearance. But insiders whisper something even darker. Was Hoda truly involved, or was she the victim of a sinister setup designed to shock the nation? Leaked messages, anonymous tips, and secret recordings now suggest a tangled web of betrayal, hidden agendas, and explosive secrets that could destroy careers overnight. Every second of that live broadcast is being dissected by experts, fans, and investigators alike. And here's the thing, the shocking moment on air might just be the beginning. What you're about to see is only the first layer of a story that spirals deeper, darker, and far more shocking than anyone could imagine. Before that fateful morning, nobody could have imagined that the cozy, familiar set of the Today Show would turn into a scene straight out of a thriller. Hoda Kotb, smiling, warm, and admired by millions, was a household name. But behind that calm, polished exterior, insiders say there was a tension simmering, a storm waiting to explode. Sources close to the production claim that Hoda had been acting uneasy for weeks leading up to the incident. Crew members whispered about late-night phone calls she would step out to take, hushed conversations in hallways, and strange envelopes arriving at her dressing room that she seemed desperate to hide. Could these have been warnings? Or were they the first hints of something far more sinister? And then there was Nancy Guthrie, the elderly mother of NBC co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. Sweet, kind, and fiercely devoted to her family, Nancy had never sought the spotlight. But her life had intersected with the media world in ways few realized. Sources reveal that Nancy had been receiving subtle threats for months, the kind that leave a person sleepless and paranoid. Anonymous letters, cryptic voicemails, and strange people spotted near her Tucson home fueled a tension that no one outside the family truly understood. Friends close to the Guthries described Nancy as quietly terrified but determined, the kind of grandmother who would never let fear dictate her actions. The history between Hoda and Nancy was complicated. While publicly cordial, insiders alleged that a professional rivalry simmered under the surface. Hoda's rise on the Today Show coincided with Savannah Guthrie's prominence as a journalist. There were whispers of jealousy, subtle jabs during interviews, and tensions at industry events that nobody dared speak about openly. A leaked email, which our sources claim to have seen, hinted at a meeting in New York months before the abduction. Some things cannot be forgotten, it read, signed only with an initial H. Could this cryptic message have set off a chain of events leading to what we saw live on TV? Family dynamics were also far from simple. Savannah Guthrie, beloved for her professionalism, had a close but complicated relationship with her mother. Insiders say Nancy was fiercely protective, some even call it obsessive, over her children's lives and careers. And then there were tensions between Nancy and her son-in-law, Tommaso Tyan. Anonymous sources suggest arguments over property, finances, and control of personal affairs escalated behind closed doors, far from the cameras. Some believe these private disputes may have made Nancy a target, not for fame, but for power, leverage, or Revenge. Meanwhile, Hoda's own past added layers of intrigue. She had been involved in high-profile interviews and investigative reports, including stories that had embarrassed powerful figures in media and politics. Could someone from that shadowy world have seen an opportunity to exploit the link between Hoda and the Guthries? The timing was almost too perfect. On January 31, 2026, Nancy was dropped off at her Tucson home by her daughter and son-in-law, completely unaware that her life would be upended within hours. Her porch, once a symbol of safety, would become the stage for a shocking, meticulously orchestrated crime. Leaked footage, recently reviewed by independent analysts, shows a masked figure near Nancy's home on the night of her disappearance. But what's chilling, sources tell us, is that the individual seemed to move with knowledge of the house, almost as if they had been there before, or had detailed insider information. Was this someone connected to Hoda's world? Or was it an unrelated opportunist exploiting a high-profile family? Investigators are reportedly considering both angles, but the puzzle pieces are maddeningly incomplete. Even more suspicious are the phone records and digital breadcrumbs that suggest Nancy may have been monitored in the days leading up to her abduction. Our insiders claim that multiple devices pinged nearby cell towers at unusual times, and some encrypted messages appear to reference the anchor and the family with the blue eyes, a likely nod to Savannah's resemblance to her mother. Could Hoda have been inadvertently entangled in this surveillance network? Or was there a deliberate attempt to frame her? Industry insiders are already buzzing. Late-night talk shows, gossip blogs, and even network executives have hinted at behind-the-scenes chaos that the public will never fully know. Anonymous texts leaked to journalists speak of misplaced trust, hidden grudges, and a storm coming for everyone connected. One particularly striking message, supposedly from a Today Show staffer, read, "If you think what happened on air was shocking, you have no idea what's next." This goes deeper than a kidnapping. Someone is playing a game, and Hoda is caught in the middle. And so, when the cameras rolled that morning, the audience witnessed what seemed impossible. A familiar, trusted figure, Hoda Kotb, was suddenly swept into a maelstrom of law enforcement action, screaming, confused, and terrified. But as we'll reveal next, this was only the first twist. Beneath the surface of the live broadcast lies a tangled web of secrets, betrayal, and hidden agendas that nobody outside the inner circle could have anticipated. What you're about to see next will shake everything you thought you knew about Hoda, Nancy, and the shocking drama that unfolded on live television. And believe us, the twists are only getting started. The day started like any other at the Today Show. Bright lights, cameras rolling, and millions of viewers glued to their screens. But nobody expected that in just a few minutes, the entire broadcast would spiral into chaos that would be replayed over and over across social media, news channels, and every trending hashtag imaginable. Hoda Kotb, cheerful and radiant, opened the show with her usual charm, but insiders say there was a flicker of unease in her eyes that morning. She clutched a stack of notes tighter than usual, pausing mid-sentence as if sensing something was about to go horribly wrong. Then it happened. Security alerts rang in the control room, the monitors flickered, and suddenly, the camera zoomed in on a group of men in dark suits moving swiftly across the studio. Within seconds, the audience at home witnessed the unimaginable. FBI agents stormed the set, their badges glinting under the studio lights, and in a whirlwind of authority, they approached Hoda. She froze, panic spreading across her face as the words hit her ears, "You are under arrest for your involvement in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping investigation." The gasp from the live audience was deafening. Crew members tried to intervene, but the agents were precise, methodical, and terrifyingly calm. Hoda's microphone was ripped from her, and within moments, she was escorted off camera. Viewers watching live were left in shock. The social media explosion was immediate. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all ablaze with hashtags like hashtag Hoda arrested, hashtag FBI shock, hashtag Nancy mystery. Leaked screenshots of messages from inside the studio began circulating, with one staffer texting, "We're living a nightmare. I can't believe they took her right in front of cameras. This is insane." But the drama didn't stop there. As Hoda was being led away, an anonymous insider revealed a secret that would turn the story upside down. Sources claim that a senior Today Show producer, trusted by everyone on set, had allegedly tipped off the FBI about Nancy's movements. This producer, who had personal grievances with Hoda over prior editorial conflicts, allegedly provided detailed schedules, security weaknesses, and even access to internal studio footage. In other words, the betrayal wasn't just shocking, it was calculated. Someone Hoda trusted had weaponized the system against her. Meanwhile, viewers noticed something eerie on the live footage. Just seconds before the agents entered, Nancy's daughter, Savannah, appeared unusually tense in the green room, reportedly whispering into her phone. Could there have been prior knowledge of the raid? Or was it sheer coincidence that the family's world collided with law enforcement in the worst possible way? Social media quickly picked up on this anomaly, with fans dissecting every second of the broadcast. One viral tweet read, "Pause at 12:37, why is Savannah holding her hand over her mouth like she knew this was coming? Something is not right." Hoda, once a symbol of composure and trustworthiness, was suddenly at the center of a storm she couldn't control. Reports from eyewitnesses describe her screaming, "I have done nothing wrong," but the agents moved with surgical precision, ignoring protests and pleas. Viewers at home were witnessing raw fear, confusion, and heartbreak, emotions so real that even those who had never watched the show felt themselves physically shaken. The network tried to cut to a commercial, but the footage had already leaked to multiple platforms. Within minutes, clips were being replayed in hundreds of millions of feeds, each with a caption more sensational than the last. Live, Hoda Kotb taken by FBI, what they found will shock you. But here's the twist insiders say nobody saw coming. While Hoda was being removed, one agent reportedly whispered to a colleague, "We need to secure the daughter, she knows more than we think." Panic spread like wildfire. Was Savannah involved? Or was she an unintended pawn in a much larger scheme? The ambiguity fueled a frenzy online, with conspiracy theories exploding. Leaked sources on Reddit and Instagram claimed the kidnapping wasn't just about Nancy, it was part of a deeper, more sinister plot involving the inner circle of Today's Show personalities, high-profile journalists, and hidden agendas that stretched far beyond the studio. Then came another bombshell. Footage from a behind-the-scenes camera revealed a mysterious envelope left on Hoda's desk just minutes before the raid. According to insiders, it contained documents allegedly linking her to plans she had no knowledge of. Who left it there? Was it the producer trying to frame her? Or someone even closer, someone in the family? Every attempt to get clarity only added layers of confusion and tension. Fans online debated furiously, each theory more shocking than the last. One viral thread claimed, "If Hoda is innocent, why did the envelope appear? This is bigger than a kidnapping, it's a game of betrayal no one saw coming." By the time Hoda was let out of the studio, the world had changed. The anchor who had once greeted millions with a smile was now a symbol of shock, fear, and scandal. And just when the public thought the drama had peaked, insiders hinted at something worse waiting in the shadows, evidence, they say, that could completely rewrite the story of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping and implicate people nobody expected. The stage was set. The live arrest had shocked a nation, betrayed trust had ignited a storm, and the first twist had left audiences reeling. But as we'll reveal next, this was just the beginning. The escalation, the shocking reveals, and the secrets yet to surface are far more terrifying than anything we've seen so far. And believe us, what comes next will make you question everything you thought you knew about this case. Just when the nation was still reeling from Hoda's live-on-air arrest, the story exploded in ways nobody could have predicted. Within hours, leaked documents allegedly showing hidden communication between Hoda and a mysterious consultant surfaced online. According to inside sources, these messages suggested Hoda might have known more about Nancy Guthrie's disappearance than she ever admitted, though experts warned the leaks could be fabricated. Social media went into pandemonium. TikTok users recreated the live raid, Twitter hashtags like #HodaTruth, hashtag Nancy Kidnapping, and hashtag FBI shock trended worldwide. One viral post claimed, Hoda didn't just get arrested, she was set up. Someone at the highest level is pulling the strings. Fans dissected every frame of the broadcast, every facial twitch, every whisper in the green room. Reddit threads exploded with hidden clues and screenshots of supposed secret messages. The frenzy was unstoppable. Then, the second twist hit like a bombshell. Sources claim that a well-known Today Show correspondent, previously considered a loyal colleague to Hoda, was secretly working with federal investigators for months, feeding them inside schedules, call logs, and access to high-security areas of the studio. Betrayal after betrayal, the betrayal web had deepened overnight. Public reactions shifted from shock to outrage. Fans demanded resignations, petitions circulated online, and conspiracy theories ran rampant. Industry insiders were equally stunned. Late-night talk show hosts referenced the raid with barely concealed disbelief, gossip columns painted Hoda as both victim and suspect, and rival networks smelled ratings gold. Leaked messages from celebrities surfaced. One actor tweeted, "I've never seen live TV descend into chaos like this. Hoda deserves answers, but something is very wrong behind the scenes." Another posted a cryptic message, "When trust is weaponized, no one is safe, even in your own family." And just when everyone thought the story couldn't get any darker, a mysterious social media account leaked a short video of Hoda appearing shaken, alone in an FBI holding room, whispering the words, "They know more than I thought." Fans immediately theorized, what does she know? Is she confessing, or is she warning someone? The ambiguity sent the online world into a frenzy, splitting the audience into believers and skeptics. Every new leak, every cryptic tweet, every insider whisper escalated the drama, turning a single arrest into a full-blown media storm. Questions multiplied. Who set her up? Was the producer's betrayal the tip of the iceberg? Is the family involved in ways no one can imagine? The narrative had twisted, turned, and exploded, leaving audiences desperate for answers, desperate for the next update. The stage was now fully set. The first arrest had shocked the nation, but the second twist, combined with social media chaos and industry backlash, proved this scandal was far from over. Secrets, betrayals, and shocking revelations were still waiting in the shadows, ready to drop in the next chapter. And trust us, the next reveal will be even more explosive, turning everything you thought you knew upside down. The nation was divided, and chaos was erupting everywhere. Social media feeds were on fire, with Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok flooded by hashtag Hoda arrest, hashtag Nancy Kidnapping, and hashtag FBI drama. Fans were screaming for answers, some defending Hoda, others condemning her. One viral tweet read, "I grew up watching Hoda, now I don't even recognize her. Did she really know more than she told us?" Meanwhile, Instagram stories exploded with reaction videos of stunned viewers replaying the raid frame by frame. Reddit threads became battlefields of conspiracy theories. Users claimed Hoda's reaction was staged, others believed she was manipulated by someone in the studio. One post went viral, "Watch her eyes during the arrest, she's terrified, but also, guilty. There's more here than meets the eye." Fans dissected every detail, the handcuffs, her whispered words, even the way her makeup smudged under stress. Celebrities jumped in, adding fuel to the fire. One reality star tweeted, "Never trust live TV. You never know what's really going on behind the cameras." Another posted a cryptic video, "The bigger they are, the harder they fall, even Hoda." Late-night hosts couldn't resist commenting, monologues centered on betrayal, corruption, and the fragility of trust in Hollywood. Ratings for the Today Show plummeted as millions tuned in to watch the chaos unfold, desperate for every leaked update. Even journalists were split. Some news outlets painted Hoda as a victim of circumstance, others hinted at deep involvement in the scandal. Online polls had viewers screaming their opinions. Was Hoda innocent? Or was she complicit? The comment sections turned into heated debates, fans attacking each other, defending every gesture, every word. Memes flooded TikTok, Hoda's live reaction turned into viral audio clips that every creator was remixing, captioning, and dramatizing. Industry insiders whispered secrets to the press. Rumors suggested the FBI had been investigating the studio for months, and Hoda's arrest was just the tip of the iceberg. Leaked calls and anonymous emails hinted at betrayal at the highest levels. Producers, correspondents, and maybe even executives were in on something bigger than anyone imagined. Every new rumor intensified the frenzy, making it impossible for fans to separate fact from fiction. By the end of the day, the scandal had exploded beyond Hoda herself. It wasn't just a live arrest, it was a storm of betrayal, fear, and shocking speculation that enveloped the entertainment industry. Fans were desperate for answers, celebrities were teasing revelations, and social media was driving the narrative faster than any official report. One thing was clear, this drama was only escalating, and nobody would survive unscathed. The world was watching. Every tweet, every post, every leaked message was a spark in a wildfire of outrage and intrigue, and the next shocking revelation was just around the corner, ready to twist the story again, leaving everyone questioning who to trust, and what horrors might come next. Just when the world thought the nightmare was over, the shocking revelation hit like a nuclear bomb. Sources claimed that while Hoda Kotb was handcuffed live on air, an anonymous insider leaked footage showing Nancy's kidnapper was not acting alone. The FBI, according to the leaks, had been tracking a shadow network of accomplices that allegedly included someone in Hoda's inner circle. The public gasped, how deep did the betrayal go? Fans dissected the footage obsessively. In one frame, a mysterious figure lurking near the studio entrance was circled in red, their face hidden by a hoodie. Social media erupted, wait, that's someone we've seen on the show before. Twitter threads speculated about producers, stage managers, even the camera crew. Could someone Hoda trusted actually be orchestrating the chaos behind the scenes? Leaked messages started surfacing. Alleged text conversations between Hoda and a masked informant hinted at knowledge that could change everything. One message,